Thursday, 6th of December 2007, London, England. Fashion history was made as the elegance and glamour of French haute couture came to London with Chanel's first ever fashion show in the English capital. Karl Lagerfeld unveiled the Paris-Londres Maison d'Art collection in front of an audience which included royalty, celebrities and fashion journalists from around the world. In this special podcast, we'll look at the collection, talk to the enigmatic, legendary designer himself, and hear from some of the guests about why Karl Lagerfeld holds such an important place within the heart of fashion.
Karl is undisputedly one of the most extraordinary, important couturiers and designers.
I think he's really reinvented the label and it's really accessible.
He's managed to distill himself into a symbol of himself, if you like.
Charming, witty and kind.
The Maison d'Art collection was established in 2002 after Chanel acquired the specialist Parisian ateliers who they've worked with for many years. This collection centered around the men who inspired Mademoiselle Chanel, notably Boy Capel and the Duke of Westminster. Amanda Harlick is the internal eye of Chanel.
Let's start with colour. There's black, there's grey, there's red, there's purple. It touches on punk, mods, teddy boys, frock coats, Dickensian, and of course there's something very elegant and Chanel Paris as well, so it makes a good dynamic.
Model of the Year Aggie Dean was among those on the catwalk. She believes the fact Chanel brought the show to London indicates how important the city is to the fashion world.
He has an amazing team that's all very handmade, and you can tell with the detail in these beads and patches and chains. It's kind of taking London's punk edge and then Paris chic and then mixing it together. So it's I think it's good for London to have him come over here, because I think London at the moment is having such a moment with fashion, and very young, and for him to come over and support that as well is such a nice thing, I think.
Andre Leon Talley from American Vogue agrees.
What's great about London is the mix of things, the mix of people. Amy Winehouse just got nominated for a Grammy. I think that's absolutely essential and fabulous that she just got nominated for a Grammy Award,
And her look is now so big around the world, isn't it?
It's very big around the world. And this is just a special atmosphere, and it's wonderful of Chanel and Karl Lagerfeld to create this, and this time of the year when it's the holiday season and people want something different.
To the haunting voice of Irina, the show began with embellished Union Jack bags, shoes that looked more like works of art, and sumptuous silks combining with smoking jackets, and of course, the signature little black dress. It was simply Chanel. And so, to the man himself, Karl Lagerfeld remains one of the most hard-working men in fashion, a man who beat Yves Saint Laurent in a competition to design a coat aged just 18, and a man who's been working with Chanel since 1983. In his only interview after the show, he told me about his inspirations.
The inspiration was a French idea of London and an English idea of France.
How important do you think London is to fashion right now?
The whole world goes to London, so I don't know the London fashion industry, I don't know, but because most of the English talents go somewhere else, but it's a place where fashion exists, where fashion sells, where fashion is worn.
What do you think to the style of British women? Do you think they've got it right?
There's not one style of British woman. It's like the French woman, the German woman, everybody improved. But, I see a limited number of people, and when I see, they are more than okay.
The collection was very bold, lots of embellishments, lots of additions.
It was because of the people who work for it. I did it on purpose.
What was the inspiration behind that then?
All kind of Baroque ideas. It depends, I don't make marketing and say now I do this and this. It was a global inspiration of all kinds of things. French touches mixed with English touches.
It was nice to see the men's collection. The men's collection looked good. Do you enjoy designing clothes for men as well as women?
I make only a few pieces. I think it's fun. It's great with Chanel, with all her lovers and things like this. And I think they were fun. But I enjoy women's clothes more.
It was lovely as well to see your photography downstairs. You're very passionate about your photography, aren't you? Why's that?
If not, I shouldn't do it. I love to photograph architecture because I can do it with nobody, all alone with my small camera. For the fashion and all that, I need zillions of people today.
And also, I was reading you own 60,000 CDs, or you did own 60,000 CDs.
Yeah, because I kept them all. For the moment, I'm listening. My latest thing is what Irina was singing, but what of my latest iPod. It depends, you know. I listen to classic music, all kinds. It's very different, you know.
To many people in London and in England, you're an enigma. How hard do you fight to protect your privacy, or do you not feel you have to?
You know, I don't care what people think. I know the truth.
And what is the truth?
I survived my dreams, you know.
You obviously had such a long involvement with Chanel. What do you think, you know, Mademoiselle Chanel's legacy was and how you've worked with it?
You know, when I took over, nobody wanted it anymore. People that don't touch it is dead, it's over. But I knew that there was a possibility for the years to come. And now everybody is reviving brands.
What do you think Chanel stands for? What do you think people think of when they think of Chanel?
I think it's a style, but it's a style what goes for the woman of every age, what is the style of today, because it was the first modern woman, and it's also a guarantee for quality.
A lot of the clothes and a lot of the hairdos, beehives were very big within the show. You obviously, have you taken inspiration from Amy Winehouse with us?
Yes, but Amy Winehouse took inspiration from Brigitte Bardot, so it's crisscrossing. But I think she's one of the most interesting talents coming out of England now.
Why do you think that? What is it about Amy?
Because you can identify her music, her voice, her look, her style instantly. She's a real star because she is not improvised, she is herself.
As the models left the catwalk, it was clear the collection had left the audience awestruck, wowed by the concept of a French idea of London and an English idea of France. Model Yasmin Le Bon.
I actually thought it was quite gorgeous. I mean, I've already picked out a number of outfits, thank you very much. In a way, I was surprised actually at how kind of diverse it was, the elements. But it was put together so well.
Among those at the show was Claudia Schiffer, who Karl had previously selected to be the face of Chanel.
I absolutely love the show. I thought the mixture between Parisian chic and London rock is fantastic. He's a genius, and anything he designs is always absolutely beautiful, and everyone just wants to have it. I mean, literally everyone here was saying they want to buy the whole collection.
The warmth and affection for Karl was clear, but what is it that makes him so special with fashion royalty? I asked BAFTA award-winning actress Thandie Newton to describe him.
Precise, charming, witty, and kind.
Trying to get to the bottom of Karl Lagerfeld's success, I spoke again to Andre Leon Talley from American Vogue and Amanda Harlick. Both said the collections work because of the characteristics of the designer.
Karl is undisputedly one of the most extraordinary, important, influential, dynamic, long-lasting, staying power couturiers and designers.
He's managed to distill himself into a symbol of himself, if you like, or he calls himself a puppet, that's instantly recognised all over the world. The cleverness with Karl is what he's made identifiable. The dark glasses, the white hair, the very, if you like, almost clerical stiffness of the white collar and the strictness of the black waistcoat and the black jacket or the grey jacket. I mean, it's very rarely anything but monochrome.
So, for a man who describes himself as a terrible underachiever, the critics raved about the Paris-Londres Maison d'Art collection 2007. Vogue described the show as watching a genius at work. The Times said if his only aim was to show off the exceptional skills of the Parisian couturiers, then Lagerfeld succeeded easily. The Independent described the shows as achingly chic, adding Lagerfeld is one of the last grand masters of couture. Karl Lagerfeld assured us of a tribute to the English chic aesthetic so loved by Coco Chanel, and he delivered on a night that London and the fashion world will remember for many years.